I was scrolling through social media on a quiet Tuesday morning when I saw them. The photos stopped me cold. My son Marcus, his wife Vanessa, and their 7-year-old biological son Noah were on a cruise ship. Huge smiles. Tropical drinks. Crystal blue water. The caption read, "Family vacation of a lifetime." My heart swelled with happiness for them. They worked hard and deserved a break. But then I kept scrolling through the album. 10 photos. 15. 20. And something felt terribly wrong. My granddaughter Lily wasn't in a single picture. Not one. I stared at my phone screen, my coffee growing cold in my hand. Where was Lily? Their 10-year-old adopted daughter. Where was my granddaughter? I tried to stay calm. Maybe Lily was just camera shy that day. Maybe she was back in the cabin during photo time. I called Marcus casually, keeping my voice light and happy. "Hey honey, saw your cruise photos. Looks amazing. You all having fun?" There was a pause. A weird, uncomfortable pause. "Yeah, Mom. It's great. Really nice ship." I waited. He didn't offer anything else. So I asked directly, "How's Lily enjoying it?" I didn't see her in any of the photos. Another pause. This one longer. She's staying back for now." My stomach dropped. Staying back where? I tried to keep the concern out of my voice. "At home. With a sitter. It's just for the week." Before I could respond, I heard Vanessa's voice in the background. She must have grabbed the phone from Marcus. "Hi, Evelyn. We're having such a wonderful time. The ship is incredible. Noah absolutely loves the kids' club." I bit my tongue. "That's wonderful, Vanessa. But I'm confused. Why isn't Lily with you?" Vanessa's tone shifted slightly. Still friendly, but with an edge. "Well, we thought about it, but honestly, she wouldn't have enjoyed the trip anyway. You know how she is. Quiet. Doesn't really like crowds or new places. We didn't want to force her into something uncomfortable." My hands gripped the phone tighter. "Did you ask her if she wanted to go?" Silence. "We made the best decision for everyone," Vanessa said finally. Then she handed the phone back to Marcus. He mumbled something about bad reception and hung up. I sat there for 10 minutes, trying to process what I'd just heard. They'd left Lily behind. On purpose. While they took Noah on a $20,000 cruise vacation. My hands were shaking as I grabbed my car keys. I lived 30 minutes from their house. I made it in 20. When I pulled into their driveway, I saw a teenager's car I didn't recognize. I knocked on the door. A young girl, maybe 16, answered. "Hi. You must be Mrs. Chen. I'm Bailey, the babysitter." I forced a smile. "Is Lily here?" Bailey nodded and let me in. I found my granddaughter in the living room, sitting cross-legged on the floor with crayons scattered around her. She was drawing something intently. When she looked up and saw me, her face lit up. "Grandma." She ran into my arms. I hugged Lily tight, breathing in the smell of her strawberry shampoo. Over her shoulder, I could see what she'd been drawing. A cruise ship. With stick figures on the deck. She pulled back and showed me proudly. "Look. I drew where they are." There were 3 figures clearly labeled. Daddy. Mommy. Noah. But there was a 4th figure too. Standing alone on the shore, watching the ship sail away. "Lily," I said softly. "Is that you?" She nodded, her smile fading a little. "I thought we were all going at first. I heard them talking about the cruise for weeks. I got so excited. I even started packing my suitcase. My heart broke. What happened, sweetheart?" Lily pulled out a crumpled piece of paper from her pocket. It was a note in Vanessa's handwriting. "Maybe next time, Lily. This trip is for immediate family." I read it 3 times, not believing what I was seeing. Bailey had gone upstairs to give us privacy. I walked around the house with Lily, really looking at things I'd never paid attention to before. We passed Noah's room first. It was filled with new toys. A gaming system. Sports equipment. Movie posters. Everything a 7-year-old boy could want. Then we went to Lily's room. It was clean and organized, but sparse. Her bed had a simple comforter. A few books on the shelf. 1 stuffed animal. The contrast was shocking. "Lily, when was the last time you got something new for your room?" I asked gently. She thought about it. "Christmas, I think. Grandma, you gave me that puzzle." I had given her that puzzle. "What about Mom and Dad?" She shrugged. "They give Noah stuff because he asks for it. I don't really ask." Something deeper was going on here. Something I'd been blind to. Sitting on Lily's bed, I thought back to how she came into our family. 3 years ago, Marcus's best friend Daniel and his wife died in a car accident. They had a 7-year-old daughter. Lily. She had no other family. No grandparents. No aunts or uncles. Marcus and Vanessa were named as her godparents. I remembered the day Marcus called me. "Mom, we're going to adopt Lily. It's what Daniel would have wanted. She needs a family." I was so proud of him. I thought Vanessa was on board too. She'd seemed supportive at first. But now, looking back, I remembered small things. Comments that seemed innocent at the time. The way she'd introduced Lily to people. "This is Lily. She's living with us. Not our daughter. Living with us. Like a house guest. A temporary situation." I stayed with Lily for hours that afternoon. We baked cookies. Watched her favorite movie. Did her nails. She was happy, but there was a sadness underneath I couldn't ignore. As the sun set, my mind kept replaying comments Vanessa had made over the years. At a family dinner once, someone asked about having more kids. Vanessa had said, "Oh no, we're done. Noah is our only child." I'd corrected her gently. "What about Lily?" She'd laughed it off. Of course. I meant biologically. But the way she said it stuck with me now. Another time, at Lily's school play, a parent had complimented Vanessa on both kids. Vanessa had smiled and said, "Thank you. Noah is mine. Lily is, well, she's family too." That pause. That hesitation. Another comment came back to me. Blood matters more than people want to admit. That night, after putting Lily to bed, I called Marcus again. This time, I wasn't friendly. "We need to talk about Lily." He sighed heavily. "Mom, not now. We're on vacation. You left your daughter at home while you spent $20,000 on a cruise for the other three of you. We're talking now." His voice got defensive. "You don't understand our household. You don't know what it's like raising two kids with different needs." "Different needs?" My voice rose. "Or different value to you. That's not fair." Marcus shouted. Other people on the cruise must have been staring. "Lily is shy. She wouldn't have had fun. We made the right choice." "Did you ask her?" Silence. "Did you give her the option, or did you just decide for her?" More silence. "You don't understand," he said finally. Then he hung up. Again. The next morning, I went back to check on Lily. Bailey the babysitter looked tired. "She had nightmares last night," Bailey told me quietly. Kept saying she wasn't good enough. I found Lily at the kitchen table, eating cereal slowly. She wasn't her usual self. I sat down next to her. "Lily, honey, can I ask you something? Do you like living here?" She looked at me with those big brown eyes. So much hurt in them. "They don't want me, Grandma." My heart shattered. "What makes you say that?" Tears started rolling down her cheeks. I heard them talking before the trip. Vanessa said it would be easier with just Noah. That I make things complicated. That this vacation was for their real family. She wiped her nose with her sleeve. Daddy didn't say anything. He just agreed. I pulled Lily into my arms and let her cry. This beautiful, smart, kind child thought she wasn't wanted. Wasn't loved. Wasn't real family. And why wouldn't she think that? Everything pointed to it being true. As I held her, something hardened inside me. Marcus and Vanessa could make their choices. But I could make mine too. "Lily," I said, pulling back to look at her face. "How would you like to come stay with Grandma for a while?" Her eyes got wide. "Really? Like a sleepover?" "Like more than a sleepover. Like a real visit. We could do lots of fun things together. Just you and me." For the first time in days, she smiled. A real smile. "Can we go to the aquarium? I've always wanted to go, but we never have time." "We can go wherever you want, sweetheart. Pack your favorite things." I called Marcus from my car, with Lily buckled safely in the back seat. This time, I didn't wait for him to speak. "I'm taking Lily. She's staying with me until you get back. Then we're all going to have a serious conversation." "Mom, you can't just take her. Watch me. You left her. I won't." I hung up and blocked his number. For the next 4 days, Lily and I had the time of our lives. We went to the aquarium like she wanted. We visited the zoo. We saw a movie. We went shopping and I let her pick out new clothes, new books, whatever made her happy. We got ice cream for dinner one night just because we could. I watched her transform. The sad, quiet girl started laughing again. Talking about her dreams. Asking questions. Being a kid. This was who Lily really was. Without the weight of rejection crushing her spirit. On our 3rd day together, Lily asked me something that broke my heart. "Grandma, why don't they love me like they love Noah?" We were sitting on a bench at the park. I chose my words carefully. Sometimes grown-ups make mistakes. Big ones. Your dad and Vanessa are making a big mistake right now. But Lily, listen to me. You are lovable. You are valuable. You are wanted. Never forget that. She leaned against me. "I wish I could live with you forever." I kissed the top of her head. "We'll figure something out, sweetheart. I promise." That night, I made a decision. I started researching custody laws. Grandparent rights. Adoption transfers. I wasn't going to let Lily go back to a house where she was treated like a burden. I would fight for her if I had to. Marcus and Vanessa's cruise ended on a Saturday. They were supposed to get home by evening. I'd been checking their social media. Every single post was about family time and making memories. Not one mention of the daughter they'd left behind. Around 4 in the afternoon, I got a text from Marcus. "Where is Lily?" "We're home. The sitter said you took her." I didn't respond. At 5, Vanessa called. I didn't answer. At 6, Marcus called 3 times in a row. Still nothing. Let them panic for once. Let them feel what Lily had felt. Unwanted. Forgotten. Left behind. At 7, I finally texted back. "Lily is safe. She's with me. We need to meet tomorrow. All of us. No excuses." Marcus responded immediately. "Mom, this is kidnapping." I typed back calmly. "No. This is grandparenting. See you at noon at my house. Don't be late." That evening, Lily helped me make dinner. She was setting the table when she asked, "Do I have to go back tomorrow?" I knelt down to her level. "I don't know yet, sweetheart. But I promise you this. Whatever happens, you will be loved. You will be protected. You will be chosen. Every single day." She hugged me tight. The next morning, I posted something on social media. It was a photo album from our week together. Lily at the aquarium, pressing her hand against the glass where a dolphin swam. Lily at the zoo, feeding a giraffe. Lily laughing with ice cream on her nose. Every picture showed a happy, glowing child. The caption read, "Spent the most amazing week with my granddaughter. Every child deserves to feel chosen. Every child deserves to belong. Every child deserves love without conditions." The post went viral among my friends and family. Within an hour, I had dozens of comments. Where was this? Wasn't she supposed to be on the cruise? Wait, she didn't go? People started putting the pieces together. My sister called. "Evelyn, what's going on?" I explained everything. She was furious. They did what? They left her behind. My brother called next. Then Marcus's cousins. Then old family friends. Everyone wanted to know why Lily hadn't been on the cruise. Why she'd been left with a babysitter. Why she wasn't in any of their vacation photos. The questions piled up on Marcus and Vanessa's posts. Where's Lily? Why didn't your whole family go? Is everything okay? They couldn't escape it. The truth was spreading, and they couldn't control the narrative anymore. At exactly noon, Marcus and Vanessa pulled into my driveway. Noah was with them. Lily heard the car and grabbed my hand nervously. "It's okay," I told her. "I'm right here." We all sat in my living room. The tension was thick. Noah ran to Lily and hugged her. "I missed you. We saw dolphins." Lily hugged him back. At least the kids loved each other. Marcus spoke first, his voice tight. "Mom, you had no right to take her without asking. And you had no right to leave her behind without explanation," I shot back. Vanessa jumped in. "We already explained. The cruise wouldn't have been appropriate for Lily. She wouldn't have enjoyed it." I turned to Lily. "Sweetheart, would you have wanted to go on the cruise?" Her voice was small but clear. "Yes." Vanessa's face flushed. Marcus tried a different approach. "Mom, you don't understand. Raising an adopted child is complicated. There are attachment issues. Behavioral challenges. We have to make difficult decisions." My voice went cold. "Don't hide behind psychology terms. The truth is simpler than that. You wanted a family vacation with your biological child. Lily didn't fit that picture." "That's not true." Vanessa protested. I stood up and went to Lily's temporary room in my house. I came back with the note Vanessa had written. "Maybe next time. This trip is for immediate family." I read it out loud. Immediate family. So what is Lily, Vanessa? Extended family? A house guest? A charity case? Vanessa had no answer. Marcus looked at the floor. "You left her," I said, my voice breaking. "You left this precious child because she wasn't born to you." Vanessa finally broke down. "It's not that simple. Do you know what it's like? Everyone expecting me to love her the same as Noah? She's not mine. She didn't grow in my body. I didn't bond with her as a baby. I'm trying my best, but it's hard." Her honesty was shocking. At least it was honest. "Then you shouldn't have adopted her," I said quietly. "If you couldn't love her fully, you should have said no." Marcus stood up. "We saved her. She had nowhere else to go." "You saved her." My voice rose. "Is that what you tell yourself? You rescued the poor orphan, so now she should be grateful for the scraps of attention you give her." Lily had started crying silently. Noah looked confused and scared. This wasn't fair to either of them. "This needs to stop," I said firmly. "These children are watching their family fall apart." We sent the kids to play in the backyard where they couldn't hear us. Then we talked. Really talked. Marcus admitted he'd known Vanessa was struggling with Lily. He'd chosen to ignore it because addressing it meant admitting the adoption wasn't working. Vanessa admitted she'd never fully accepted Lily as her daughter. That she'd gone along with the adoption because Marcus wanted it, but her heart was never fully in it. "So what now?" I asked. "You can't keep doing this to her. It's abuse. Emotional abuse." Marcus flinched at the word. But I didn't take it back. Because it was true. Vanessa looked at Marcus. Maybe she would be happier somewhere else. Somewhere she's really wanted." My heart stopped. "Are you suggesting giving her up?" Vanessa wiped her tears. "I'm suggesting she deserves better than what I can give her." The conversation turned to custody. Legal options. What was best for Lily? Marcus was torn. He loved Lily, but he also loved Vanessa. He was choosing between his wife and his adopted daughter. And I could see which way he was leaning. "I have a proposal," I said. "Let me take her. Legally. I'll adopt her. She can live with me. You can still see her. Still be in her life. But she'll have a home where she's not an afterthought." Marcus looked relieved. Vanessa looked guilty but hopeful. "You would do that?" Marcus asked. "At your age. For Lily. In a heartbeat. I'm 62, not dead. I can give her what you clearly can't. Unconditional love." We agreed to think about it for 24 hours. But I already knew what my answer was. I'd already decided. That night, I sat Lily down. "How would you feel about living with Grandma permanently?" Lily's eyes filled with tears. But this time, they were happy tears. Really. Forever. If that's what you want, sweetheart. I know it's a big change. But I promise you this. In my house, you will always be chosen. You will always be loved. You will always belong. She threw her arms around my neck. Yes. Yes. I want to stay with you. The next 3 months were a legal whirlwind. Marcus and Vanessa signed over their parental rights. They agreed to regular visitation with Lily, but she would live with me permanently. I officially adopted my granddaughter. On the day the adoption was finalized, we celebrated. Just Lily and me. We went to her favorite restaurant. We got a cake that said Forever Family. As we sat together, Lily looked at me with pure happiness in her eyes. Thank you for choosing me, Grandma. That was 2 years ago. Today, Lily is 12 years old and thriving. She has her own room filled with things she loves. She's on the swim team. She has friends who come over for sleepovers. She does well in school. She laughs every day. She knows she's loved. Marcus visits once a month. The relationship is still complicated, but he's trying. He realizes now what he almost lost. What he did lose, in many ways. Vanessa comes with him sometimes. It's awkward, but civil. Noah and Lily have stayed close. They're siblings, even if they don't live together. I'm 64 now, and some days I'm tired. But every single day, I'm grateful. Grateful I saw the truth. Grateful I acted. Grateful I chose Lily. Because family isn't about blood. It's not about biology. It's about who shows up. Who stays. Who chooses you every single day. And I will choose Lily every single day for the rest of my life. If this story touched your heart, please hit that like button and subscribe for more real-life stories about family, love, and second chances. Leave a comment below and tell me, have you ever had to stand up for someone who couldn't stand up for themselves? I read every comment. Thank you for being here.